Aloha. Kaleo here at the Heart of Aloha. I just coming on today because I had something happen to me the other day that was really quite powerful for me, an experience. And I thought maybe this might be something that some of you might resonate with, and maybe this story could be of help to you. So I thought I'd share it. A friend of mine sent me a YouTube video link to India Ari performing at the 60th Grammy presentation, and she was singing I Am Light. And my friend sent it because she just was being supportive of reminding me that I am light. And yeah, the words to that song are just amazing. It was so powerful. But at the same time, I found myself going down a rabbit hole, which really surprised me. Going down a rabbit hole of going, oh my God, what is my life about? What have I achieved in this life? My life has been a mess. The reason being because when I was young, I had been told early on by 2 doctors that I had the physical capability of having a really powerful voice. And my parents supported me in lessons, and I did have a really powerful voice. And so my parents supported in getting my voice trained. You know, I took singing lessons in high school. I studied music in college. I went to New York and explored singing there. I went from initially studying opera into commercial pop, contemporary commercial music. And I was doing clubs and small dates and different things and private parties. And I, had always envisioned that I was going to be an India Ari, and be out there sharing this gift that God gave me. That was my vision and what I saw my life being about. Yet, as I was sitting there the other night watching her sing, I realized I'm now in the latter part of my life, and I never got there. And what happened? And it just, for a moment, it seemed like everything I had done was just, it's like I had made a mess of my life. There has been a lot of drama. There's been a lot of loss. There's been a lot of disappointment. And it all because it started off with me having early trauma, early emotional and physical trauma, and causing a lot of confusion for me. And I really didn't have any caretakers who were there, able to be there for me. My parents were very loving and giving me what I needed, like voice lessons, but they didn't know how to be there for me emotionally as I was going through all this confusion. And so my whole life became this journey of looking for answers, and drew me to all these different indigenous traditions, especially the Hawaiian now that I'm working with. But in the process, and I also went through working with a Native American teacher and dedicated myself to wanting to be of service to women, which I am now. And that seemed to just stir up stuff. And I couldn't seem to find a good relationship. I went through numerous relationships, narcissists, whatever, and did a lot of moving around. Just my life was a mess. I mean, it has been difficult. It really, really has not been an easy life at times. But yet there was this part of me that just kept saying, yes, I'm here to learn. I'm here to grow. But it all sort of came to a head when I was listening to India Ari the other night going, what happened to my vision? I haven't, with COVID and everything going on and trying to figure out how to be able to work in this environment that we're in now, I haven't even sung for a year. And it's like, what's wrong with that picture? But then I realized that was being this India Ari. That was her vision. That was her way of bringing her message of healing to the planet. Mine is a combination of my voice along with this journey to be of service to women through what has been gifted to me with the Hawaiian culture, especially all the other things that I've learned over the years. But right now in this last year, I started studying with an indigenous teacher who, a Hawaiian a spiritual teacher. Her lineage is traced back to the original Hawaiian peoples, and she's sharing this knowledge about how to live in a positive mindset, how to come from love and kindness and unity, and grace, joy, gratitude. I mean, it's incredible. And I feel so honored to be sharing it. And the whole thing about the Hawaiian culture is you share their teachings through their mo'olelo, their stories. I'm a storyteller. I've been calling myself, I'm a musical storyteller and a storyteller through their sacred dance of hula, which is storytelling through movement. So suddenly I realized as I was sitting there and going quiet to try to get out of this rabbit hole I found myself going down in, realizing that where I am is absolutely perfect. And I now have the opportunity to still share my voice, but as a healing tool, bringing it together with all of these ancient Hawaiian teachings through their stories that I can now share for what we call talk story, just speaking, through my songs, messages of the heart, and through their sacred dance of hula, which embodies everything that is about living aloha. And, it made me realize, because I had studied years ago, for a long time, the Chinese acupressure system. And, with the Taoist philosophy of yin yang and this whole this Eastern mindset, and it was all about that it was based on a process-oriented way of seeing the world, which is a lot of what these indigenous traditions are, where we come from a Western mindset where it's goal-oriented. Oh, I got my goal and I got to be there. Like, I'm going to be this famous singer like India Ari. That's what my life is going to be. And if I don't reach that, I'm a failure, which is what I felt the other night. But then I realized, sometimes when they talk about this with Hawaii, it's like sometimes they see us as being in a canoe, and that we're all family in a canoe together, and because there's so much water around the Hawaiian Islands, and that sometimes we're paddling through the waters, through the ocean, through the waves, and sometimes that flow, the current, might take us in a different direction, and here and there, and unexpectedly, right? And got to learn to go with the flow, the old phrase. And that's kind of what I had learned from the Chinese system as well, that we have a goal in mind, and so we start working toward it, but maybe along the way, that flow is going to go in a different direction because of what we've learned as we've been moving forward on that initial path to take us into a better one. And I realized where I am right now is absolutely perfect. It's absolutely perfect, and I'm so grateful that I can now use my voice together as I am helping women to find their voices, to speak their truth, to step into their true and authentic self, for each of us to step into our greatness, and that I can help to bring that message through my voice and through my singing, as well as through these teachings. So it's absolutely perfect. So, what vision did you have growing up, and were you able to achieve it, or are you on an even better path now? So, if you'd like to share anything, you can always put it in a comment. I'd love to hear what your journey has been like, if you feel like it. And in the meantime, that's all I have today. You can also check out and find out more about what, we're doing at the Heart of Aloha at theheartofaloha.com. And I just wish you a wonderful day. And much, much aloha, po mai kahi, love and blessings. Bye for now.